the prudent thing to do might be to go ahead and hang out on that Guthrie storm. And also, as we're looking to the storm tracker, the dry line's trying to fire again, kind of a complete second fire, if you will. Their cells trying to go up south of Kingfisher, west of Okarche. So I think maybe the prudent thing to do is stay up in Logan County, where the winds appear to be a little more favorable. So what do you think?
I'm looking at the north from I-35 and 33. And right now there's definitely a lowering that's just east of 35. It's a non-rotating lowering, but it just got better defined. It's a blocky lowering that's not rotating, but can easily start rotating any second. And I believe that was what you were referring to. And we're going to track it east here and watch the rotation. And we'll fire out the stream here in a second. And definitely looks like it's getting better organized on this side now. And we'll also wait for that development coming that way from the west. Yeah,
we have a developing mesocyclone in that, Reed. We have a developing mesocyclone in that. It's going to be on the east side of Crescent right now. That's going to be heading for Guthrie, Coyle, Langston, Guthrie, and then Stillwater eventually, North Guthrie, Coyle, Langston, North Guthrie, South Mulhall, up towards Stillwater. I can tell you right now the rotation on that is increasing. That's the second dry line fire. So, Reed, what do you think about that?
Yeah, the lowering is getting well defined, and there's actually hard to tell if it's scud or a tornado. I believe it's scud, but we're looking at it right now. We'll see it sending towards the ground. It's getting lower. It's definitely scud, but the wall cloud is lowering off to our north. For sure. Okay. Reed, yeah, you can definitely see the hail core in the backside of the hook trying to wrap around the backside of that circulation. But that does have a chance of producing, but not in the immediate future. I'd say probably, if it did, it'd be the next 5, 10, 15 minutes, but not rotating violently yet.
Okay, Reed, appreciate that. Let's check back with John Welsh and Bob Moore Chopper 4 for this hook that is still heading for Perkins and Cushing. John's still spinning away up there, no doubt about it. It's still got a hook on it, still a tornado warning, northern Lincoln and southern Payne. What do you have?
Yeah, right now it almost looks like the storm is cycling or exhaling. We had a lot of, that dark clouds, and now they've kind of backfilled them with this white or lighter colored scud. It's gotten pretty cool. It's 69 degrees right here where we're at in the air, about 1,000 feet above the ground. And I'm just north of 105, almost straight south of Perkins, and we're pretty much shooting back towards the northwest. As Travis will just kind of pan from the northwest back up to the northeast, you'll see the clouds and the texture of them and just how it's changed in the last little bit. We've had to descend down a little bit just so we can kind of see underneath them. If we descend down too much lower, we obviously won't be able to get the picture back to the station. However, just to the north, there's still heavy rain, a ton of lightning that's pretty much straight north of us. That looks like it's going to be just north of the town of Perkins there, and just south of Stillwater. But the backside of this, just the texture and everything else has really changed from our perspective here, Mike.
Okay, John, appreciate that. Definitely stay alert on that one. That's John Welsh reporting from south of Perkins, looking to the west. Let's go to the North Doppler. I can show you the area of circulation right now. Still has a tornado warning on it. It's right here. Boom. About 5 miles due southwest of Perkins, and the beam's going to come through here. Recall that the red is away, green is toward, so away, toward. Big, broad mesocyclone. That's been the story from the get-go with this. Big, broad mesocyclone. Nothing focused, nothing localized, nothing intense. That's why we have not seen a tornado drop out of this supercell with large hail and damaging winds. Tornado warning continues, though. Still has a hook. Let's go ahead and go to the storm tracker. Still has a hook. Now we can show you. There's the hook. Well-defined hook there. Still a hook just to the southwest of Perkins. Where is that going? Perkins 301, Ripley, Agra, and then over toward Cushing a bit later on. So northern Lincoln County, southern Payne County, tornado warning continues in effect. Still a hook. If we have Emily or Mike Bennett, we can go to either one of those storm trackers. Emily's tracking this. Mike Bennett's tracking it. We have Emily. Emily Sutton live. Go, Emily.
Yeah, Mike, we are continuing off to the northeast. We just passed the town of Coyle, and we have been watching this, and I would agree that it's been studied. Now, to the viewers, I've had a lot of viewers ask what scud is. They're basically just these low-lying clouds that aren't rotating, but they can fool you when you're looking at clouds to think that it's a funnel. But we are still heading off to the north and east, and Kevin Joseph is going hands-free. You can see the rain shaft coming out the base of the clouds, and still lowering, but still not highly organized. So we'll continue to track this.
Emily, appreciate that. The dry line is continuing to fire a second time. And this is a heads up for the metro again. This one's Perkins, which is northeast of the metro. But the dry line is firing a second time. And let me show that to you. You see here north of El Reno. Now, these may or may not go gangbusters. We'll see. They've been kind of just hanging out, right? They've just kind of hanging out. They're little spinning plumes of energy is what they are. They're just kind of hanging out, not doing too much. But that's where the dry line is, and peak heating still isn't for another hour and a half to 2 hours. So as long as we've got all this instability, peak heating is yet to occur. It's not 7 p.m. in the evening. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon here. So we have a long road to hoe. They're kind of hanging out. They're little spinning plumes, little spinning clouds going up. We've got trackers on these. So, but this is still a heads up for the metro because this is west of the metro. Tornado watch in effect until 10 o'clock tonight. Let's check back in with John Welsh, southwest of Perkins for that tornado warning storm. Still a broad circulation, John, but nothing tight. What do you see?
Yeah, exactly. We're just about 2 miles north of 105, over 177, shooting back towards the north here, towards Perkins, and we're seeing a lot of this kind of the scud layers kind of broken up to the left. If we go back to the right towards the town of Perkins, obviously we can't see it. We can kind of see in there just a little bit. Just from the, there's a cell phone tower in Perkins, and I can see it flashing right now, so I know that's what it is. But, there's just definitely a lot of rain, a lot of lightning in there. But from our vantage point now, or where we're at, just south of it, we obviously can't see any clouds or anything rotating. I can see just a couple of small clouds in there, but I can't see anything rotating, Mike.
Okay. John, appreciate that. Let's go to the storm tracker here, control room, and well, we have one tornado warning storm now, Perkins. There's one east of Pawnee that's moving out of our viewing area, heading for Cleveland, up there in northeastern Oklahoma. The cell north of Guthrie, a little bit of localized rotation, but nothing too strong. Dry line is still out to the west. It's thinking about firing again. And then we have this supercell down here to the south. There's some lowerings here, and this is still trucking toward the south metro. Large hail damaging winds, and you see the time of arrival there, Lindsay and I-35. Lindsay and I-35 at 3:36 p.m. this afternoon. Mark Dillard is right there. He's been tracking it from the get-go. Mark, what do you have?
Yes, Mike. Continuing with very broad area of rotation. Can't really localize. I'm pulling into Blanchard right now, and the base of the cloud has begun to tighten up just a little bit, where it's got more of a wall feature to it instead of that elongated shelf cloud. So it may be going through a cycle